JAYLEN WADDLE's journey, JAYLEN WADDLE's story transcends the typical narrative of athletic success. It's one marked by resilience, unwavering determination, and a relentless pursuit of greatness that started long before he set foot on an NFL field. Born in Houston, Texas on November 25, 1998, Waddle's rise to fame wasn't a mere stroke of luck. It was the result of countless hours of hard work, determination, and an unbreakable belief in his ability to overcome any obstacle standing in his way. His journey is not just about the touchdowns and records. It's a journey that reflects the heart and soul of a man who refuses to settle for anything less than extraordinary.
40. To a protected downfield. There's the rookie, Waddle. To the 25.
The moment JAYLEN could walk, it was clear that sports were more than a hobby for him. They were his calling. Raised in a family that valued perseverance and a tireless work ethic, Waddle was instilled with the belief that his dreams were not just possible, they were within reach. But for all his natural talent, the road was never easy. Like many young athletes, he faced obstacles that could have easily discouraged him. But it was in the face of these challenges that JAYLEN found his strength. With a competitive spirit that burned brighter than most, he rose above every setback, every doubt, and kept pushing forward with an almost obsessive drive to be better. But JAYLEN Waddle's story isn't simply about the records or the celebrations. It's about the man behind the helmet. It's about the sacrifices, the doubts, and the belief that success isn't just about talent. It's about character. His journey is one of persistence, of rising above adversity time and again. It's about the young man who walked into the NFL not just with talent, but with the heart and the mindset to become one of the game's greats. JAYLEN Waddle's journey to NFL greatness began in the bustling, diverse city of Houston, Texas. Born on November 25th, 1998.
30 of Carolina and a Dolphin first down. 3rd and goal. Tua fires in the end zone. Catch at the goal line. JAYLEN Waddle has a Dolphin touchdown. What a throw from Tua Tagovailoa. And Waddle held on. I know Dolphin fans want to see him throw down the field more. If he has time, fires one there. That's right on target to JAYLEN Waddle. And he is zooming inside the 15 of the Panthers.
Can they get on a really good run here at the end of the year?
To throw.
Entered the world in a town that is as dynamic as it is vast. Houston, with its blend of cultures, rich history, and a thriving sports scene, was the perfect backdrop for the development of a young athlete destined to make a mark on the football field. Growing up in one of the largest cities in the United States, JAYLEN's formative years were shaped by JAYLEN's relationship with his parents was one of mutual respect and support. His mother, a strong, independent woman, worked tirelessly to ensure JAYLEN and his siblings were provided for, teaching them the importance of responsibility and determination. His father, JAYLEN Sr., was a steady presence, providing guidance, structure, and often a tough love approach when needed. Together, they created an environment where effort and character were valued above all else. The lessons JAYLEN learned from them went beyond football. They extended into his approach to life, teaching him always to give his best, no matter the circumstances. What made JAYLEN stand out from his peers wasn't just his athletic ability. It was his relentless drive to improve. From the moment he picked up a football, it was clear that he had the potential to be something special. His speed and agility were evident, but it was his work ethic, his commitment to getting better that truly set him apart. JAYLEN's desire to be the best wasn't just about raw talent. It was about pushing himself beyond what others thought was possible.
Yeah, I don't know if I really love this decision.
Over the middle, got his man, and look at him go! JAYLEN Waddle for the touchdown!
Drive to refine his skills, his dedication to training, and his mental toughness made him a force to be reckoned with. Even at a young age, as JAYLEN entered high school, his athletic prowess became impossible to ignore. He attended Episcopal High School in Bel Air, Texas, where his talents on the football field quickly garnered attention. JAYLEN wasn't just another standout player, he was a playmaker. His ability to make things happen when it mattered most earned him respect among his peers and coaches alike. It didn't take long for his name to surface on the radar of college scouts across the country. But it wasn't just his speed that set him apart. It was his football IQ, his ability to read the game, and his innate understanding of how to make the most out of every opportunity on the field. While Jaylen's achievements on the field were impressive, his life was about more than just sports. Growing up in a close-knit family, he learned early on that family came first. His two older sisters, Amber Allen and Aspen Redmond, were an integral part of his upbringing. They were not just siblings, they were role models, support systems, and at times friendly competitors who pushed him to be his best. The bond he shared with them was one of mutual respect, and they played significant roles in shaping him into the person he would become. Their presence in his life provided a sense of balance, reminding him that athletic accomplishments didn't solely define success. It was about the relationships you built and the people who stood by you through thick and thin. The lessons he learned from his family and community became the foundation for his future success. Jaylen's early years in Houston weren't without challenges, but those challenges only made him stronger. It was in the streets of Houston, on the football fields and basketball courts, that he first learned the value of grit and determination. These lessons, deeply ingrained in him from a young age, would serve him well as he pursued his dreams of becoming a professional athlete. Jaylen's journey wasn't one of overnight success. It was a gradual process of learning, growing, and developing the resilience needed to navigate the inevitable challenges along the way. From the fields of Houston to the bright lights of college football, Jaylen never lost sight of the values instilled in him by his family. And it was those very values, the importance of hard work, discipline, and family, that would eventually lead him to the NFL, where his dreams would come true.
And the Dolphins have gone on top. Waddle, and he's got the touchdown. A great strike.
Houston, with its unique energy, diverse culture, and commitment to hard work, gave Jaylen the tools he needed to succeed. It shaped his mindset, his character, and his relentless drive to be the best. The lessons learned in his youth would serve as the bedrock for everything he would achieve in his career. And it all began in the heart of Houston, Texas, where a young boy dreamed big and worked harder to make those dreams a reality. The Waddle family dynamic was one of mutual respect, love, and a healthy dose of competition. There was always an unspoken understanding that to succeed, you had to put in the work, but it was just as important to enjoy the process. Isha Redmond, Jaylen's mother, was an unwavering source of support throughout his early athletic endeavors. She was not just a cheerleader on the sidelines. She was an integral part of his development as both an athlete and a person. Isha saw potential in Jaylen long before he could fully appreciate it himself. She recognized his drive and passion for sports, and her role in his early life wasn't just to provide encouragement, but also to give him the structure and direction he needed, whether it was ensuring that he stayed disciplined in his training or reinforcing the importance of perseverance when things got tough.
Fire crew, I'm Andrew Kettle. I'm in a good one here between the Dolphins and Lions. And what a catch by Waddle. Off the throw.
Isha's influence helped shape Jaylen's approach to football and life. Her focus wasn't only on seeing him succeed on the field, but also on ensuring that he understood the deeper lessons football had to offer: hard work, resilience, and the ability to bounce back from setbacks. Jaylen's father, Jaylen Waddle Sr., shared his wife's passion for sports, and like Aisha, had a profound influence on his son's early athletic journey. While Aisha instilled the emotional and psychological support that guided Jaylen's mindset, Jaylen Sr. was the voice of reason that emphasized the importance of sacrifice and mental toughness. He understood that talent alone was never enough to achieve greatness. It was about pushing beyond the limits, making sacrifices when necessary.
Suo, Waddle with a Miami first down.
And then the way he's returned, got to remember that severe concussion a couple of weeks ago.
Second down, 9, and in that gap, there they hit Waddle, and he's brought down by Jackson. The second down and 3 in the first possession of the second half. Fake to Wilson. Tagovailoa, and caught for the touchdown, Waddle. Second touchdown pass by Tagovailoa. 18 yards and Waddle. And there he goes with the dance, and there he goes with his 6th touchdown reception of the year.
and early coaches, they understood that true greatness came from building the player's character as much as it came from developing their athletic skills. They were the ones who helped him turn his passion for football into something more, something he could refine, hone, and ultimately translate into real success. One of the first influential coaches in Jaylen's life was Coach Terry, a figure who would shape his understanding of the game in profound ways. Coach Terry saw something in Jaylen early on that many others may have missed: an unyielding drive, an innate ability to read the game, and an instinctive understanding of football that set him apart from his peers. Under Coach Terry's guidance, Jaylen didn't just learn how to run faster or catch the ball. He knew how to think like a football player. His football IQ blossomed under Coach Terry's tutelage, as the coach taught him the importance of anticipating plays, reading defenses, and making quick decisions under pressure. These lessons were invaluable for Jaylen, and they set the stage for the kind of playmaker he would become. By the time Jaylen was a teenager, he had already absorbed the most important lessons that his parents and coaches had to offer: the importance of discipline, resilience, and self-improvement. He had developed a work ethic that was second to none, and his passion for the game had transformed into a burning desire to prove himself. Football was no longer just a hobby or an outlet for his energy. It had become his purpose, his way of channeling everything he had learned from his family and coaches into something meaningful. In many ways, Jaylen's introduction to football was a reflection of his upbringing. It was not just about playing a sport. It was about learning the values that would shape his future success. It was about understanding that no achievement comes easily, that true greatness is built on hard work and perseverance, and that the most important victories are often the ones won within ourselves. Football was simply the vehicle through which Jaylen would learn, grow, and eventually reach the heights of the NFL.
Here's a 3rd and 4. Tua with time over the middle. He's got his man. That is Waddle. He holds on this time.
JAYLEN WADDLE already 7 catches between them, over 100 yards. Play action. Tagovailoa, another fake up the seam. Jump ball, and it is caught. Waddle with a snatch.
3rd and 5. Tua looking deep. Waddle is there. He's got it. And Miami down to the 35 of Buffalo. JAYLEN WADDLE on the receiving end. On 3rd down, with time, over the middle, wide open at the 40-yard line is JAYLEN WADDLE, and he turns on the speed, leaving the Bills in the dust.
Whoa. Whoa.
And nobody likes cold weather like a penguin.
Tagovailoa under pressure, found a hole for JAYLEN WADDLE, got a block and got free. Waddle with the speed, takes it inside the 30, keeps on going all the way home. Touchdown, Miami.